Welcome to Eat Your Backyard, my YouTube channel where I talk about all kinds of things. Edible things, subtropical things. Today let's talk about mangoes and the harvesting of mangoes. Here in Florida it is May. And May is when the Tommy Atkins mango gives its fruit to us. And we had some wind damage and typical things. Got cold, burned it a couple times, but it triumphed through. So you start getting mangoes. Here's my advice. In a high producing mango tree like a Tommy Atkins, you know, it's like the evolution of a mango tree enthusiast is you want a mango tree. It's very hard to achieve getting to a producing great mango tree, and then you achieve it and you got like 50 buckets of mangoes every year that you have to now deal with in some way. And they're great. Lots of ways to deal with them. That's not necessarily a bad thing. I'm just saying that happens. So I've developed a kind of a way, a framework to integrate that kind of quantity of mangoes into my life. So here it goes. First thing is, as soon as you get your mango, as soon as you see your first mango that is as big as you need it to be, like how much bigger do you need it to be? Maybe it'll get a little bigger, but that's a full-size grocery store mango every day. Pick it. Pow. There you go. Let that sweet, sweet sap just drip out. I always pick it and then let the sap drip out. Why, you say? Well, it's very sticky sap. It's kind of irritating to some people's skin, not mine. My daughter's skin, sensitive to it. It's just a relative of the poison ivy, the mango, I've been told. Could have just made that up. But anyway, lots more mangoes. So you pick them. And this one, by the way, is hard. It's very hard. Rock hard. Why do I pick it when it's not ripe? Well, because I'm going to counter ripen it. By the time this counter ripens, some of these others that are smaller will be there. And then I'll pick that one and let it counter ripen. So you kind of start the clock early on eating them. That's fun. And the first ones you get are novel and so on and so forth. Then you're going to start to get all these other ones that are growing in bumper crops, and then you get waves of them. Like you'll see some of them set fruit kind of late in the season on a reflowering that was triggered by a wind event, I think, or a coldness, probably wind event. And so there's lots of mangoes. That'd probably be another 30 mangoes to deal with. At that point, I freeze them. And you got to freeze them in. Best thing is, in my opinion, would be to get the mangoes, puree them in a blender, and pour them into ice cube things and freeze them as ice cubes, so then you can pop them out and use them in smoothies. That's the magical advice of how to deal with 50 buckets of mangoes. If you want to retain the mango-y goodness in, say, January, you know, we're in May now, well, more than, but yeah, put it away for later. Delicious mango smoothies for as long as possible, or whatever else you put mango in, but now you have mango as like a base ingredient. So anyway, that's my advice of how to deal with a mango tree in a way that you can really integrate its fullness into your life. And of course, there's always the other part of this, which I didn't bring up, which is that you're giving away mangoes, right? So we're giving away mangoes as well, which is fun, but you know, you can only give away so many mangoes, let's face it. All right, well, thanks for watching Eat Your Backyard. If you like these kinds of rants about, you know, edible things, then go ahead and subscribe to Eat Your Backyard, my YouTube channel, and you will be notified. You get a little bell, a little buzz in your pocket phone. We'll say, time to go watch Eat Your Backyard. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to subscribe to Eat Your Backyard.